I'm at the Deal Economy 2012, held at the New York Stock Exchange, a traditional forum for equity trading. But I'll be discussing the increasing popularity of secondary markets with Barry Silbert, CEO of SecondMarket. So, Barry, do you think that more and more companies are going to view second markets as a long-term alternative to public trading?
It's interesting. Right now, it's actually being viewed as a bit of a bridge. The problem is in the public markets that it's just taking a lot longer to go public than it has historically. And so, like, you have this breakdown in the whole capital formation process for companies where they can't even get to the public market. And so, right now, second market is really kind of stepping in as that spring training to help companies get to that point. Over time, I think we actually may become an alternative for some companies, but right now, we're just trying to build that best bridge as possible.
Some people are saying that the best companies are being kept from ordinary investors. Is that a problem?
We're following the rules, and the way the rules read is only accredited investors are allowed to buy private company stock. And so what an accredited investor is somebody who makes $200,000 a year in income or has $1 million in assets. That is an SEC rule that we're complying with. I think the question is that really the best and only way to measure someone's sophistication, is their net worth or their income? I don't think so. So what I would like to see over time is a test get created, like a financial literacy test, where someone who doesn't necessarily have the financial wherewithal but has the sophistication can in fact participate.
So you're hoping that your second market will be available for more people in the future?
Absolutely more people, but sophisticated investors, however that ends up being defined.
Second Market has been lobbying to get the 500 shareholder rule to change in order to get companies like Facebook to be able to remain private or keep their financial information private longer. How soon do you think that might change?
It's a great question. The exciting thing is it has bipartisan support, both the House side and the Senate side. There's a couple bills that are making their way through Congress right now. It may happen in December, but it's probably more likely to be at 2012.
When a company like Facebook goes public, what's going to continue driving volume on Second Market?
Facebook represents a meaningful part of the private company revenue for us, but not the majority. But the exciting thing is the private market had to start with a company like Facebook to kind of draw that interest, draw that excitement. And we've now done transactions in over 50 companies. And that number, next year is going to, I think, grow materially, because in 2011, it really became acceptable for founders, for employees, and even for investors to sell stock on a secondary basis. And now that it's acceptable, more and more companies are starting to embrace this as a way to get liquidity to their shareholders without having to go public if they can't, and certainly without having to sell their company.
Sounds good. Thanks, Barry.